This thing is my old laptop that I use to edit videos on. And today I returned to edit on this laptop for one day to see how it would perform with my current style of editing and what laptop do you actually need to edit. You see, I edit on my PC for a while. Here's what my PC has versus my laptop. This PC is pretty powerful. I haven't seen After Effects crashes for a while. So it's basically an easy mode, but today we are skipping normal mode and going straight to hard mode, because I also decided to disable all plugins to make it more difficult for me. So let's plug it in and start the Premiere Pro. First of all, I always cut clips in Premiere Pro to find the best moments for a short from a 15-minute video. And it's the most boring part. It's like using 100 books from a library just to find one sentence you need to continue the story. But at the same time, you also need to keep the story easy for the viewer to follow. So it's actually the most important part of editing. I don't use any plugins in Premiere Pro, I just chop clips and put them together into one video. And this part was very easy for this laptop. Who would have thought? I already edited the clips together into one video. And now we can launch After Effects for the visuals. But this is where things became way more complicated, because I cannot use the effects or scripts that I normally use. So editing instantly became harder. I had to do way more steps with basic tools just to achieve the same result I usually get with plugins in 1 or 2 clicks. So the first thing is pretty basic. We are just showing that this NU stock really went up. I used a 3D rotation effect here, and I didn't need any plugins, because After Effects already has it built in. Then I decided to show the speaker's face, so people could actually see who's talking. Usually, I use an adjustment layer and animate scale with blur more accuracy, because you can place the anchor point exactly where you want to zoom, and it automatically zooms into that spot. So I created a new layer and linked the main video to it. After that, I manually animated the scale and position to zoom in on his face. Later, I actually found a better way to do it. And the next scene is where I really started struggling. You see, I normally use Deep Glow. Basically, this plugin makes object glow in a really beautiful way. Like adding 5 different drop shadows and then tinting everything, and it still looks decent, don't get me wrong, but with Deep Glow, you literally apply the effect, tap a number, and the object already looks good. And like I said, I found a better way to zoom in on speaker's face. When you parent the main video to a null, you need to split the video into different chunks, because the video layer can only be linked to one null. But I don't want 50 different layers of the same video. So instead, you take an adjustment layer and apply transform. Then you animate the scale and position. Make 3-4 keyframes and just copy and paste it to wherever you want. And while I was editing this part, I noticed I was still using Flow. It's a script that makes keyframes look smoother, so I had to switch back to default After Effects. As you can see, I changed it to Edit Speed Graph, because that's what I used before Flow. And I'm gonna be honest, it's a little scuffed, but it's still way better than Premiere Pro's graph. Then I made this 3D scene with YouTube videos. If you want me to show how I make scenes like this, I can do a video on it. So far this laptop handled everything perfectly. I was listening to music and editing at the same time, all on 16GB of RAM and a Ryzen 5. Then I edited this scene. There also weren't many effects going on. I could have added a bunch of overlays like particles to give it more depth, but honestly it wasn't necessary. But then, After Effects just crashed. I genuinely don't understand what happened, because as you can see, I barely had anything on the timeline. No 3D camera, no blur, nothing heavy. And I didn't even have autosave, so I had to remake this scene. After this incident, everything worked fine again, and I edited the rest of the video, added sound, and finished it. So after all of this, here's what I think about laptops in this range. If you're a beginner and want to start editing videos, this is honestly one of the best choices for the price. I use motion design and 3D cameras, and as you can see in this video, it handled everything pretty well. But if you already edit videos for a while, it's probably better to save up a little more and buy a PC or a MacBook if you want something portable. I work as video editor, and I helped one creator to boost the quality and views of his channel. If you need editing for your videos, email me.